back to automation. It's been quite a while, if I recall, and I just thought I'd get back into the game. Hopefully things will go well. My computer does sound like a jet turbine right now, but it's fine. I have a simple challenge. You see, I've been doing some mod, installings, and there is a very special mod in the 80s, sort of. I think it's either the 80s or the 90s, I remember. It's a little Kei Car. And I want to see how fast I can make a Kei Car. Now, what is a Kei Car? Let's try and find it. I'm also way too far back. But a Kei Car is a little... There it is. It's a little Japanese sports car from Tokyo, specifically from Tokyo. And basically, it's a microscopic version of a car. It's tiny, but we're gonna make this thing relatively modern. We're not gonna have stuff like that. Not quite the space frame, but a monocoque. We'll just do this stuff. I have to make it front engine. I don't have a choice, so we'll try the longitudinal first. Now, in real life, these things are limited to 3 cylinders, 660 cc, and I think it's 64 horsepower, I think is how much power there is. I can fit a 1.8 liter V8, I can fit that, just. Not quite that, not quite. What about that? No, okay. What about maybe a V10? I can fit a 1.4 liter V10. I kind of want to do that, a V10 powered Kei Car, because why not? It would be piddly. I'm like, yeah, I'll do a V8, we'll do that. We'll make it as big as we can possibly make it, maybe 2 liters? Not quite, we're going to be pretty close to 2 liters. I keep going over the limit. Just a little bit more, just 2 more %. There we go. 1.8 liter V8. There we go. Make it out of aluminum, dual red cams, shebang. We'll put that there. No variable valve timing. Sure, we're just gonna try and get the maximum amount of power out of this engine, pretty much. We'll deal with all that later. Because yes, I put the turbo. Okay, good. Where is said turbo? We have the intercooler for the turbo. Where is the turbo itself? That's a good question. Carburetor. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're of course gonna run it on the best fuel. It's not ridiculous. There's our little baby turbocharger right there. Didn't see it originally. Okay. Right, how much power? We're gonna have a big old exhaust, because noise. No. Right, we have 80 horsepower. Okay. Now we're on to something here. So if we... Alright, the engine does explode if I do that. Okay. Engine exploding is generally considered bad. So if I lower it, that gives me more power and a bit more torque. And if I whack up the cams, yes. Nope, not quite that much. 158 horsepower. 158 horsepower is not bad. What if I do this? Yes. Whack up the quality. I don't care about price. Never have, never will. Doesn't do anything. Okay. We're going to increase this. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Not 1500, that's a little excessive here. Can we make the compression a little? Nope, that makes it worse. Yep. Lower the compression? No, that makes it worser. If we just leave it the way it was, I guess that's alternatively the best. 163 horsepower, 164. Nope. You always gotta push it right to the edge. Now I want at least 200 horsepower, ideally. Well, there's 200 right there, that's good. We just keep increasing the turbo. I can't increase it anymore, at 220. There we go. 230. And I can get a lot more revs out of this engine. I can see it right here. We got a lot more revs to spare. Alright, 239. 240. My engine is exploding. Let's fix that by maybe increasing quality. Does that help? No, doesn't that help that? Okay. Right, my engine's not exploding. That's an issue. I generally don't like it when my engine explodes. And nothing I can do fixes that. Okay. I guess we're stuck at 241 horsepower. Which, to be fair, is a lot more than it had originally. We're at 250. That's a bit too much. 255. Okay, that's good. Now we're up to, there we go. Now we're getting some power. Now we, yeah, increase the rev limit, yes. There we go. Oh, come on, get 300 horsepower. Come on, get 300 horsepower. I know you're very close. Come on. No. I increase this to get... you're so close to 300 horsepower. Come on, surely I can just do some quick tweaking here. Come on, 298, 299. Yes, 300 horsepower. Thank you, cam profile. 301 horsepower. 303. Oh, the engine has exploded. This is why I can't go into the tuning world, because I will just explode everything. I need to increase the intercooler now. That freaking... I don't know how to fix the knocking. I think it has to do with the cam limit, I think. Actually, gives me more. That gives me 1 more horsepower. Nope. Engine is very upset with me. But we're fine. Fuel mixture, can we go any higher with that? No. What about you? You're at max. Can we go any higher with the RPMs? No, we're at 8,000 RPM red line. I think that is our engine. How does it sound? That does not sound like a V8. To be fair, it is the world's smallest V8, but it's still a V8. It sounds like a V6 or a 4-cylinder, something like that. Like a V6, yeah. But we're gonna need... Ooh. We gotta go with the MX-5 style. Maybe. Yes. Look at the MX-5. It's very low. It's very low to the ground. Or let's leave it red. I actually like the red. It looks pretty good. I've never been very good at this part. At all. What about these? I don't know how these look on there. That doesn't look good at all. That looks terrible. Oh. We can have pop-ups. Pop-ups are necessary, I think. Oh, they don't look very good. If I just rotate you, maybe? Will you look better? Eh. If we maybe narrow you, and then extend you out over here, and then we do some more rotation. I'm going to try and line up with those hood vents, like the lines on the hood. Ugh. We're gonna make this like a 90s MX-5, but instead of having 110 horsepower, it has 310, which is much better. I think that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Tail lights. Let's go with that. Check mark you. Oh, do we go like the full 90s? Or full 80s, sorry, full 80s light bar across the entire back end. If it didn't have that stupid lip on the bottom, it might not be terrible, but it has that stupid lip on the bottom of it. You know what, we can go with the 80s style, we can go with these things. Yes. Oh. Why would you... It put my lights on the bottom. Well, that just looks like a Supra. Those are the Supra rear lights. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I need to get rid of this somehow. I've accidentally made a rear diffuser out of a light system. Ooh, that's not good. Do we have any 80s style indicators? Because we're kind of going with that theme, like the tech theme, I guess. Why are you... Oh, okay, I thought I got rid of you. Right. Not ideal. These aren't terrible. We can go with these. We can put these underneath there. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad. I've never been the best. I really don't care that much about the sound. I care about how it drives and the engine. That's really what I go for. So I'm just kind of throwing these on. We'll see. Grill! It's time to make the best part of the car, the grill. How horrible is this gonna be? I'm kind of thinking something like this on the bottom. A small one, though. So it kind of matches the look a little bit, so we do that. We balance that between the two lights. Like so. That's not bad. And then maybe we have two vents on the side, maybe? Maybe. If I can find them. Vents, yes. Yes, this is what we want. If we have something like this, and we do that, and then we just rotate you to try and match that profile a little bit. Maybe. How does that look? Terrible, it's in the wrong position. Need to move you up. Not bad. Not bad. I might move you in a little closer, but yeah, I think that could work. That's not bad. And that's passable. That's passable, we'll put it that way. If we put... Oh, do we go with a full-on, like, Impreza scoop? Go on full WRX. No, that looks terrible. We're gonna keep the line smooth. And I need a mirror system, so I'm road legal in the US. That's the most important thing. We need a classic, like, 60s style mirror. Circle bits. Why is there a vent? Alright, we do that, and then we flip you around. Yes, look at that. And now I can move you. Yes, on the hood. That is brilliant. And we need to get rid of that stupid side vent. That does no purpose. There we go. And then we just put a rear lip spoiler on it, because why not? Just like that, when we need to relocate you. Like that. And then we extend, no, not that way. Extend you that way. No. There we go, that works. That works. It's a little bit of aero, not crazy here. We're not going crazy. Exhaust. You know, we'll put the double in the middle. We'll put it double in the center there. No, we'll do it that way. There we go. That works. Simple is always best. We don't need no stinking door handles. We'll be like TVR, okay? We'll be like TVR. And there we go. That's an interesting looking car. It doesn't look terrible from the front. Not so sure about the back, but we don't really care about that. We're gonna want rear-wheel drive because we're not stupid. Manual, 5-speed. So the top speed 126. I was expecting a little better. Let's ratchet that up to about 170. It was probably 170 is probably fine. We want a nice fancy differential. We want. I guess we have to go with cross plies because where do we go? Radials might be better for grip. We want big tires. Oh. The fitment is a bit iffy. The fitment is... I can't actually see the fitment. Alright, can we do that? 2, 3, 5s on the rear. That's a little sketchy for this much power. I could really use them being a little more inside the... You want 2, 2, 5s on the front. I think the tires are going through the wheel wells. I think they're going through those. We're going to go on semi-slicks. Magnesium, because of class. Car does not... We're going to have proper discs. 4-piston. Bit bigger, because we want this thing to stop properly. Vented. 2-piston. A bit bigger, but not crazy. That'll be fine. Fully clad. No active aero. I didn't even know they had active aero in this game. Rear wing angle, we'll ratchet that up a little bit. We don't need too much. Increase the cooling airflow, increase the brake airflow just a little bit. We'll leave that the same. We'll keep it basic. Oh yeah, let's get a cassette player. 8-track, baby. There we go. I'm very... We're going to put hydraulic in. No traction control, because that's for the weak. We'll have the 90s. It doesn't add any weight relative to the options. Which is the sportiest? It looks like that is... You want that. I have no idea how to set this up, so we're going to go with race. And we'll have 160 mph top speed, pulls 1.2 G, pretty good. 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Weight of just 2,400 pounds, less than that. That's pretty good. I'm satisfied with those stats. It doesn't really sell very well in anything at all. Because it's not, they don't really have a mini sports car. Like the MX-5 is a very niche market, so it makes sense. And how does it fare on the Top Gear? I mean, definitely not Top Gear test track. Let's see. And how does it fare from lap times? Pretty darn good. That's very good. 120.6. That is basically the same time as I'm trying to find here as a Koenigsegg CCX, a Corvette C6 ZR1, Mercedes SLR McLaren. That's a quick car. That's a very quick car. Right, now I'm pretty satisfied. That was exported to Beamng and call it a day. The Nardo Ring. And, well, it's a test track so big it can be seen clearly from outer space with satellite imagery. And it's basically a massive oval track where you can't quite reach your true top speed, but you can get pretty darn close. And let's see how the 300 horsepower Kei Car fares around here. I did a little bit of tinkering with it just to make sure the audio works. And I will say I did some testing. The track does sometimes glitch out. It is a mod, and once in a while it does that. But if I look like this, it's generally pretty good if I do this, so. it disappears, and then you're all sorts of screwed. So we're gonna go into the outside lane here, 150 miles an hour already. Things are going well. Our top speed is 160 based off of Automation's estimate. So we're at 157, 158. Keep out of the wall. Well, I mean, not quite, but that was for spinning out at 160 miles an hour. That is remarkably controlled. That was terrifying. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Let's try that again. Yeah, I'm amazed I recovered. That was just, I think I might have scraped the paint on the wall, on the side barrier, at 160 mile an hour spin out. That was terrifying. It is a short wheelbase, so I would imagine it is quite twitchy, so I'm kind of expecting that. But that was terrifying. Just keep it straight. Well, as straight as you can in a circle. 157. Ooh, that's a big wobble. That's a big wobble. Get it back in the line. 159, 160, 161, 162. Yes, come on. More. Whoa. We're wobbling. We're wobbling. We're wobbling. Uh-oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Those little things absolutely decimated my car. Ow! I mean, the car still works somewhat, but the chassis is so destroyed from going sideways over those, it just shredded the entire car. That's a new one. Okay. Well, we're gonna try and hit 162 without losing control like that. We're gonna try and keep it under control. It's gonna be a little tricky because it's very short wheelbase and it's very powerful and very high speed, and it weighs, well, less than a Lotus. So that's a recipe for dangerous driving situations. We're on 145. It has very good pickup, and once you start hitting about 155, it starts to really slow down. But from 100 to 140 is just absurdly fast. We're at 156, 157. There is 160 now. I gotta keep focus and keep in this lane. 162, 163. Any more? Any more? 163 is our maximum speed. I held it there as long as I could. That is absurdly fast. 163 miles an hour in a Kei car. That is terrifyingly fast. But hey, we got it under control on the floating road of death. So it's controllable at 160 plus miles an hour, the little floating Kei car. That's quite impressive. I'm very impressed with that, actually. Well, it has high speed stability. Now we need to see how it handles some really twisty stuff. If you want to go to the ultimate twisty road, you go to the Stelvio path. Simple as that, really. I'll include both of these mods in the description, if I can remember. And we're just gonna, ow, the rocks. I was gonna say, we're just gonna give this a go, see how it fares, but the rocks were brutal on the bottom of this car. Oh, it's very bumpy. It's a very bumpy road. Ow. This car is not very happy over the bumps, I'll be honest, but it's not bad, not bad. How's it gonna fare? There's a lot of power going through some relatively tiny tires, and that's absurd. That is absolutely absurd. How is it doing that? That's really good, actually. That's fantastic. I've built a good car. It doesn't like the bumps very much, but it's handling like a dream. Oh. I almost fell off the Stelvio cliff. That would have been bad. I have B shit though. Wait, no, wait. It can even recover itself from a rock field. This car is fantastic. It is a bit turbo laggy in the lower RPM. It's like below 3,000, you have as much power as a Yugo. But if you keep it above 3,000, it does actually have some go about it. Some very good go, actually. That's very impressive. I'm amazed on not only how it's dealing with the bumps, because... uh-oh. Oh. It's fine. We'll just crab our way down the stealth. No, okay, alright. That's stupidly good. I'm amazed at how good this car is to drive, he says as he loses control over the bumps. Yeah, it doesn't like the bumps very much. That racing suspension that I put on, while great for handling it isn't the best here. I will admit. It is a bit bumpy. I tweaked the steering up, but whatever. Oh. Yeah, I tweaked it up a bit. Just a bit. I was wondering why my steering was so far off. I mean, oh dear. Hang on, can I get that wheel back in line? Because it actually did pop itself briefly back into place. We actually have fully functioning steering. We're just gonna keep going, you know? It's fine. We only need 2 steering wheels. It actually steers somewhat nicely. I mean, I'm making this corner. That's kind of funny. Our wheel is perpendicular. Since our wheel is so perfect to the floor, it actually works as like a wheel. It doesn't get in the way. Oh, it's popped back into place. There we go, it's popped back down again. Okay. How far can we get down the Stelvio Pass with a very busted up MX-5 Kei Car? Let's see. I mean, look at the steer. I mean, that's just dumb. No, it's dumb that we have that much steering when it's intact, and we have that much steering when it's broken. Now, granted, I'm not very. The ground clearance is quite low, yes, but all in all, I'm very pleased with my MX-5 Kei Car. It's a proper sports car. It handles well. It doesn't really turn very much anymore. Oh. But I mean, it's actually like a half decent. I think this might be the first time I actually built a proper good car on automation. I mean, this is like a genuinely good car. It has spikes. Look at that. Now that is a discouragement to tailgaters right there. That. You want to tailgate me? Okay, let me just stab you in the face. Yes, it's a functional car. I'm kind of surprised by that, if I'm honest. And it can reach 80 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour with the broken wheel, so it's time to celebrate. Oh, we've made a pancake. Ow. Not the water, not the water. The water will kill it. Ooh. Brakes! Don't go in the water! Oh my. Yeah, it's a lot flatter now. The engine, the world's smallest V8, is sticking through the hood slightly. So is the suspension, I think. We know we haven't fixed the back end. Yeah, that's a very broken car. But we have completed our objective. We have survived, well, we have made a functional car that actually still works, the wheel still spins. Somehow, I think that's the axle. But yeah, we made a functional car that stops, handles well, and has a V8 in a Kei car. It's a 1.8 liter V8, but it's a V8. And it sounds nice too. It has a bit of turbo lag here and there, and it's quite stiff on the bumps, but as a car, I think we nailed it. So that is going to be the first episode of Beamng Automation. I'll be back with more